أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I welcome you all to today lesson 16a, Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Part 1, Salah. Yes, what is the meaning of Al-Falah and Salah? The prosperity to Salah, to the prosperity. Yes, A, B, C, D.
B.
B.
You are right. Next is As-Samad, meaning full of glory, exalted, the self-sufficient, one who is praised. A, B, C, D.
C.
Okay. The next is Afwajun, means people, crowds, victory, crowd. A, B, C, D.
Crowds or people? Crowds.
Crowds. Afwajun means crowds, the group and group of people. Let's see verse for today. Today, inshallah, we will cover the Surah Kafirun, and in grammar we will study further unsur, uzkur, ubud, ukhluk, the amr, and thus we will learn 8 new words which occur almost more than 1,000 times in Musaf. Alhamdulillah. Say Alhamdulillah. By the end of this 16th lesson, we will be able to understand 194 words so far, which occur almost more than 38,500 times. And our target is very close because we have to learn 232 words, which occur almost 41,111 times. So we are very close to our target, only in 16 lessons. Alhamdulillah. The background of revolution is that when the politics of Makkah saw that more and more people were leaving their religion and revert to Islam, they came up with an offer to compromise. They told the Prophet ﷺ that they will worship Allah alone for 1 year, but in the following year, the Prophet ﷺ has to worship their God too, along with Allah. In response, Allah revealed this surah. What is that? Virtues of this surah is that the Prophet ﷺ used to recite this surah and Surah Ikhlas and surah in the sunnahs of prayers of Fajr and Maghrib. The Prophet ﷺ advised some of his companions to recite it before sleep. Recite Surah Al-Kafirun as it saves it from shirk. Reciting Surah Al-Kafirun is a clearance from bad dreams, bad thoughts, bad habits, shirk. A, B, C, D. Yes,
D.
you are right. Bad thoughts and shirk. Let's to see this surah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم لكم دينكم ولي دين ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. For misprint, I see the sequence maybe change. Okay, let's to have the translation. Kul means say. It's an order. It's the order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordering to his holy prophet, say, you say, what say? Ya ayu, oh, al-kafiruna, disbelievers. In whole Mus'haf, this is the only place where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned the word kafirun, calling them, challenging them. I mean, this is the only place. It shows that the anger, intensity of his anger, how he is angry with them. He said, oh, you disbelievers. I mean, only and only this is the one place where word kafirun is used for the disbelievers. Let's see, what's the reason? Why he is so angry? Kul, say, is the amar. Oh, is the word of calling. It's come in three shapes. Ya, ayyuha, and ya ayyuha. All three have the same meaning. Oh. Kafir is the singular, mean the disbeliever, and plural we add waw nun, it become kafirun, or if we add ya nun, it become kafirin. So, ya ayyuhal lazina amanu, oh you believer. In the Mus'haf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always calls either ya ayyuhan nas or call ya ayyuhal mean ya ayyuhal mu'minin or mean like that. But here the first time he has called that. Kul ya ayyuhal kafir. It has come first time the word of kafirun is used like this. It come either ya ayyuhal lazina or ya ayyuhan nas. Ya ayyuhan nas. Everywhere in the Masaf you will find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calling even or the believers or the non-believer even with the word Ya ayyuhallazina, Ya ayyuhan nas. The only one is here in this surah, he has called Kul Ya ayyuhal kafir. It means Ya qawm. Visualize, feel this, and try to understand and implement in your life. What? Kul Ya ayyuhal. Kafir means to refuse, reject, or hide things, or to ungrateful. Kufr or kafir is one who receives the message of Islam, understand it, and then reject it. It is called kafir. The general address for Muslims and non-Muslims in the Quran is Ya ayyuhan nas, O mankind. Here, Allah is very angry at those who came to the prophets to invite him to shirk. They had clearly did this, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't want this to be. So the word kafir itself is not degrading. Allah has asked Muslims to do kufr with taghut, mean the shaitan. In that sense, every Muslim has to be a kafir of taghut. So the word kafir itself is not a bad word, but here it is used for the anger, the intensity of anger is shown. What was the real problem with the disbelievers? They rejected the truth even after recognizing it because of their desires, ego, wealth, status, and their traditions. See, ask Allah, let me not reject the truth because of my ego, desires, or status. And then evaluate how many times did I reject the truth or didn't accept it intensely. And then recognize that greatness of Allah and to train oneself to follow the truth and then propagate to other peoples and crosswords among people regarding the dangerous consequences of following one's ego and traditions. So practice it. Allimu uktub. Say it and write it. Translate. Ya ayyuha, naam, ABCD. Yes, what the O meaning?
ABC.
You are right. The general address for Muslims and non-Muslim in Quran is Ya Qaum, Ya Ayyuhan Nas, Ya Ayyuhal Kafirun, Ya Ayyuhal Lazina Amanu. Yes, A, B, C, D.
D.
Which one?
B.
B and D.
Ya Ayyuhan Nas and Ya Qaum.
Yeah.
Okay, the next part of the surah is La a'budu ma ta'budun. La means no. A'budu, I don't worship. It means I worship. La means don't. I don't worship. What? Ma means what? Ta'buduna. You worship. Whatever you worship, I don't worship. By the way, this word ta'buduna, what it is? It's a ism, fail, or harf. What is that?
Fail.
Fail. Mudari.
How you recognize, how you identify, how do you say it's a fail? What is the sign?
Ta.
Yes, because you have studied the mudare. In mudare, we say in the beginning, either ya, ta, hamza, and noon, they are the sign of mudare. Mudare means it fail, verb. So this is the sign. If it is the verb and it is the mudare, the next question is it a plural or singular?
Plural. No.
Plural, because vowel is indicating that is the plural. If it is the plural, is it the feminine or the masculine? Yes,
Masculine.
Masculine.
masculine,
Mudari
because
is
it's not
masculine.
the
Ta.
alif. If it was the feminine, it must have the alif. So the same way as we recognize the ism with four things: proper noun, common noun, or it is a singular or plural, or it's a feminine or masculine, or in the same way we recognize this afal also the same pattern. It's a fail, mean the verb. Second, is it a past or mudare or amr? And third, is it singular or plural? And fourth, is a feminine or masculine. Here we studied in Surah Fatiha, Iyyaka na'budu. Na'budu, we worship, we na'budu, we worship. Iyyaka, only you, and only you we worship. Here, abid has been used and ma'bud. And the abudu is from the same na'budu. Abudu, they are the same root letter, and ba and dal. Ma mean what? Ma has two meanings here. One is no, just like we say ma. And the other meaning is what. So ma has here two meanings. There are many more meanings you will learn in advanced stages in the next classes. But here, till now, we have studied two meanings, no and what. And tabuduna and abduna, we have studied the table Yabudu, Yabuduna, Tabuduna, Abudu, Tabuduna, Nabudu. So this Abudu, Tabudu has come from the same table. So let's see the lessons. The word does it mean? There are three meanings of ibadah. Ibadah means three things. What? Worship. Second, obedience. And third is slave. This word abad or ibadah have these three meanings: to worship, to obedience, and slave. There is no compromise in any of these three. All these three are for Allah. We have to worship only Allah. We have to obedience to Allah. We are slaves to Allah. Nothing else can be that in place. Today, some non-Muslims are trying to defame the Islam. In this environment, you have to follow Islam without any inferiority complex. You have to be forming your belief and thank Allah for Islam and keep spreading the truth message of the Islam in the best way, because many people do not know the truth. So, Allimu Uktubu. Yes, Ubudu mean I worship the one who worshipper. Yes,
B.
B.
you are right. The next is the meanings of ma are no, that, which, what, yes, A, B, C, D.
A and C.
And C. That which.
But it's saying that which also comes in under that. Okay. A true worshipper of Allah is the one who worships Allah and other idols, worship Allah alone, worship Allah but does not follow his orders, worship Allah in masjid only.
B.
ABC.
B.
Okay. Let's go ahead. ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا not no unto you and nor are you abiduna worshippers ma what abudu I worship. Let's see the brackets. Wa mean and, la mean not, unto you all, abid is the singular and what will be the plural? Abiduna.
Abidun.
Written here, word used here. Wow. And if we want to have Yanun, then it will become Abidin. Abiduna, Abidin. Ma, we studied, there are too many. One is not, and other is what, or that which. It is the same. What mean? That which. So it is the same word. Abudu, we have studied from the tables. Let's have the lessons of worship mixed with shirk is not a worship. Such peoples are not true worshippers of Allah. Remember, all religions are not equal. Allah had sent the message to every nation, but they lost the original or left it. We should try to present Islam in the best and the easiest and the wise way. So, Alim Uktub. Abduna means one who worshipper, to worship, or worshippers. A, B, C, D. Yeah.
D. D.
B. C. D.
MashaAllah, you people are very intelligent people. You have told all the questions correct. Let's to have the next part of the surah. Wala ana abidum ma'abatu. Wala, wa mean ain, la mean nor, ana mean I, and nor I, abidun, a worshipper, ma what abatum, you worship. Here, abid, what is the abid? Ism, fail, or harf?
Ism.
If it's ism, it's a singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. If it's a singular, it's a feminine or masculine?
Masculine.
Is it a proper noun or a common noun?
Common.
Common noun.
If it's a masculine singular, what will be its plural for masculine?
Abiduna.
Abidun.
Okay. If it's a masculine singular, what will be the feminine singular of this?
Abidatun.
Abida.
Abida.
And what will be the feminine plural of this Abida?
Abidat.
Abida.
Abidatun.
Now I am taking you 2 steps ahead from my other classes. I normally put 4 questions regarding the ism. Today I have started this one. Usually I ask this also, but I have not put it this extra 2 questions to any my question class. Now you will have to go ahead from the others because you are less people, you are luckiest, and God is kind on you and gives you the courage to sit in this class at this time while people are asleep. So you will have this advantage. What are the 2 new questions? when you get any masculine word, try to make from it a family and make its plural also. And if you get any feminine word, mean the ism, then try to make it or find out its masculine, from the feminine, masculine. Say, if I say the word is samawat, yes. What is this? Samawat. Ism fail lahar.
Ism,
Ism. Is it a singular or plural?
plural,
Plural.
samawat,
Plural. It's a feminine or masculine?
feminine. I think masculine.
I say. Now, the new two question we will apply and try to find the answer. If it's a feminine, what is the singular of it? It's the plural, of course. We will first find the singular.
Asama. Asama.
Sama. Sama is the singular. If you add a sama, that's all right. Asama is the singular. Make is the feminine.
Samawat.
You can't make it. So there are few words or some words which by nature have been fixed for one genes. Mean either they are masculine or feminine and they don't have the masculine and feminine or the opposite genes. So this is also a learning. Every ism does not have the both aspect in the feminine. Some they have either the masculine only, and some of them they may have only the feminine. But of course, those who comes in the category of living things normally, they have the opposite word for that. Just we said abid, abida. Okay? Got the point? You will try to learn this, find an ism, make it all the four aspects, then go for the next question. If it has the two, both the possible feminine masculine, then you will find the answer yes, and you will be able to make the opposite. But if this word is fixed, just I say nar is fixed feminine. You can't make it masculine because it has been fixed by the grammar or the languages or the natives. It will be used only the feminine. So there is no masculine for that. What the idea? There is not always possible to get the both for any word. Okay. Abatum, again, table you have studied that through the lesson. This appears to be a relationship, but it is not. There are the different messages in two verses. What? I don't shift your idols now, mean la arbudu. And I will not worship them in future. Wala ana abudu. If you see this ayah, wala ana abudu, I don't or will not abid, worship. Ma abatum, you worship me. It has the both meaning. I am not worshipping now and I will not worship in future. That is the meaning of this ayah. I don't worship your present idols, ma ta'buduna, and I will not worship your past idols, ma abatum. There is no compromise in the matter of. It is not because of aggression, but because we follow the truth and we are afraid of Allah. Alim. This again appears to be a repetition, but it is in a different context. The message here is because of your insistence on shirk, it is not expected that you will worship Allah alone. This ayat has been repeated twice in the surah, so it is related. Let's to have the last part of surah. Lakum dinukum. How many words? 4. So it means it's very important. Any ayah having 4 or less than 4 words in it, it's very, very important. If it's ever one, this is the most important ayah. Verse 2, it's lesser, but it's still more important. First was most important, but that is most important. When it has 3, it is still be more important. When it's 4, it's important. So you have to concentrate. Lakum, to you, it's have 2 parts, la and kum. Deenukum, again 2 parts. Deen means religion, kum your, waliya, and yes, how many parts here? Waliya. Yes, waliya is
3.
sitting. No. Shahid, waliya, shahid. How many parts? 3. Wa, li, and ya mean 3 parts. Wa and li mean for or to. Ya mean me, and to me or for me. Dini, actually my religion is 2 words. Dini is 2 words. Ya is here represented by kasra. It's a Arabic script style that when at the end the ya come, usually ya is removed and a kasra is placed at the end of the word. So it is actually dini. Word is dini, ya, but it has been used at the end. So the script style have removed the ya and left a sign of ya in the form of kasra. So if you find at the end of any word with this kasra sign, always have in your open your window of brain, there is ya hidden. Ya was removed, but sign is showing this one. We have studied lahu, lahum, laka, li, lakum, lana, dinuhu, dinuhum, dinuka, dini, dinukum, dinuna. These are the same. Lakum has come from this table and the dinukum has come from, or dini has come from. This is dini. Actually, it is dini, this word. But ya has been removed because at its end and it has been given the sign ya, ya by the kasra. Okay, let's to have the lesson. This does not mean that all religions are equal or same. This also does not mean that we should stop propagating the message of Islam. Did Prophet Muhammad stop propagating Islam after this revolution? No, never. This statement is in response to their offers of compromise. The disbelievers came to the Prophet as a team. We should also help each other and work collectively in an organized way to present Islam to the people in best way so that they get the best of this world and hereafter. Alamu Ubu. In this surah, we learn that we should worship Allah alone and should never make any compromise when it comes to deen. We do this not because of arrogance, but because of our fear of Allah's punishment. Yes, translate deenukum, your religion, our religion, my religion, his religion, ABCD.
A.
Okay. What? Yes, lakum dinakum waliyadin means don't propagate Islam. All religions are equal. No compromise in the matters of faith and focus on yourself. Yes, ABCD.
C. C.
Okay. The next is in Surah Al-Kafirun, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is asked to say that he did not worship idols, will not worship idols, does not worship idols, won't compromise Tawheed. ABCD.
Also,
You were right, sister. Well done. MashaAllah. What a great class. Allah bless you all and increasing your knowledge. I see you people are getting extra attention. Okay. Let's to come to the second part. Lesson 16b. Understand Al-Quran, the easy way, part 2, grammar. And we will start with the TPI. TPI means total physical interaction. What is that? It is hear it, see it, think it, say it, show it, love it, do it together. Means use your all senses and body parts and make some partner to learn and teach each other. We know there are three types of things, also sorry, words in the three types of words in grammar. One is ism. Ism means known, just like Tab, Makkah, or it may be attribute like Muslim, Mu'min, and identified in the beginning, either Alif Lam, at the end, the Matain, Fatahtain, or Kasratain, or at the end, Waw, Nun, Ya, Nun, Alif. The second is fail or verb. Tells us about an action and must have a tense, just like Fataha, Ya'maluna. And third is her particles. We have studied the particle. There inclusive one, 9 particles we studied. And among them, 2 were actually the non, ma and inda. So bi, li, min, fi, inna, they all were particle. In what we saw, there are 3 types of verbs. What? One is the madi, other is the mudari, and third one is the amal. And every verb have at least 3 root letters. And these 3 root letters, just like fa and lam, fa, ta, ha, nun, sa, dra, da, dra, ta, are sin, mim, ain. They are the root letters. Then we said madi, which has past, mudare, which is present and future tense, amar mean the command imperative. We saw this our base table. Base table is fa'ala, he did, fa'alu, they did, fa'alta, you did, fa'altu, I did, fa'altum, you all did, fa'alna, we did. And the mudari, he does or will do. Yaf'aluna, they do or they will do. Taf'alu, you do or you will do. Af'alu, I do or I will do. Taf'aluna, you all do or will do. Naf'alu, we do or we all will do. Then we saw this amar nahi, amar if'al, do. If'alu, do you all. La taf'al, don't do you. La taf'alu, don't do you all. This is a plural. The next, this was the pattern. If'al, do. If'alu, do you all. La taf'al, don't do. La taf'alu, don't do you all. We have studied that. And with this we saw fatah from fatah, ifta, open, iftahu, open you all. La tafta, don't open. La taftahu, don't you open you all. Then the third one was this. Ij'al, make. Ij'alu, make you all. La tajal, don't make. La tajalu, don't move. These were the all 3 belonging to first set of verb. What were they? Fa'ala, ja'ala, and fata. Okay? Today we will study the second set. Before going to that, let's to translate. Daraba lakum maslan. He gave you an example. He is giving you an example. He gives you example. He gave you an example. A, B, C, D. Yes.
D.
Okay. Hal alimtum. Tum. Translate. Hal alimtum. Did you all know? Do you all know? Do you know? Do you all do? A, B, C, D. Alimtum.
Okay.
Think once more. Alimtum. Okay, you are right. Next is Maza khalaku. Maza khalaku, what do they create? What have they created? What have you all created? What you created? A, B, C, D. Maza khalaku. Okay, let's to see the today's lesson. We will have unsur, help. Unsuru, help you all. La tansu, don't help. La tansu, don't you help. The whole table is like that. Nasara, nasaru, nasarta, nasartu, nasartum, nasarna. Yansuru, yansuruna, tansuru, ansuru, tansuruna, nansuru. Unsur, unsuru, la tansur, la tansur. Yes, who would like to repeat among you? Please raise hand. Yes, Farah, go ahead.
Nasara, he helped. Nasaru, they helped. Nasarta, you help. Nasartu, I help. Nasartum, you all help. Nasarna, we help. Yansuru, he helps or will help. Yansuruna, they help or they will help. Tansuru, you help or will help. Ansuru, I help or will help. Tansuruna, they all help or will help. Nansuru, we help or we will help. Unsur, help. Unsuru, you help you all. La tansuru, don't help. La tansuru, don't help. La tansuru, don't help you all.
Okay, Jazakallah Farah, sister. And let's to see the dialogue. Unsur, unsur. So it is ansur. Unsur. It will have nansur. If we add some word, unsuru zaida, it will be ansuru zaida. If we say unsuru zaida, it will be nansuru zaida. So this is the dialogue already sister has done in the morning with you. Translate. Fansurna. So help us and help me and help us. So help me. A, B, C, D. Yes. Na has come now.
A.
Okay. The next is unsur dinaka. Unsur dinaka. Unsur dinaka. Unsur dinana. Unsur dinaka. Unsur dini. A, B, C, D.
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 Okay. Well done, mashallah. What a bright, brilliant people sitting in the class. Uzkur, remember. Uskuru, remember you all. La tazkur, don't remember. La tazkur, don't remember. Let's to have the complete table. Zakara, zakaru, zakarta, zakartu, zakartum, zakarna, zakarat. Yazkuru, yazkuruna, tazkuru, azkuru, tazkuruna, nazkuru, tazkuru. Uzkur, uzkuru, la tazkuru, la tazkuru. Yes, who would like to repeat this table? Yes, come on. Okay, Siddha, go ahead.
Zakara, he remembered. Zakaru, they remembered. Zakarta, you remembered. Zakartu, I remembered. Zakartum, you all remembered. Zakarna, we remembered. Yoskuru, he remembers. Yaskuruna, they remember. Taskuru, you remember. Askuru, I remember. Taskuruna, you all remember. Naskuru, we remember. Uzkur, remember. Uskuru, remember you all. Taskur, do not remember. La taskuru, don't remember.
La tazkur, la tazkur. Okay, thank you. Let's to have the dialogue. Uzkur, azkuru, uzkuru, nazkuru, uzkurillah, azkurullah, uzkurullah, nazkurullah. We have already done this dialogue. Let's to come translate wazkur and remember you all and remember you all and remember. A, B, C, D. Yes.
D.
Okay. Uzkurullah. Sofa zakartullah. Sofa zakarnallah. Sofa azkurullah. Sofa nazkurullah. A, B, C, D. Uzkuru.
D.
D.
Okay. The next is Uskuru Rabbika. Yes.
Baka.
Sofa Askuru Rabbuna, Sofa Naskuru Rabbi, Sofa Askuru Rabbi, and Sofa Naskuru Rabbuna.
C.
Uskuru Rabbaka, ka has
C.
come.
C.
Okay, you're right. Uskuruni, translate. Remember me, remember us, remember him. A, B, C, D.
B.
Okay, let's to concentrate on this. There, we studies, there are 4 above in QC1. I must say QC1 because they are actually 6. You will study the left 2 in at next classes. So far in QC1, we studied, we said there are 4 above, mean the 4 groups of the verbs. First is called Fataha, Yaftahu, Ifta. There are 2 more in this group. Which one are they? There are actually 3 in QC1. One is the Fatah. The next 2 are
Ja'ala.
yes. But it turned Fa'ala. Fa'ala, Yafalu, If'al. And what is the third one? You were right, sister. Say once more.
Jala. Jala.
Jala, so Jala hai come. Jala, Jalu, Ijal. Don't worry, it was there, but it was behind the Fa'ala because Fa'ala is in front of everything. It's the base. So I gave the place, proper place to him. You were right. Jala is also belong to this, but Fa'ala, you know, is the most important. Is the mother table of the and the mother verb of all the grammar of the Arabic grammar. Fa'ala. So we can't keep it in behind of anything. Fatah is only that it's the name of the babs. Otherwise, it should have been Fa'ala. But actually, they have decided Fatah because Fatah means opening, starter. Just like in cricket, someone goes and opens the match. So it is the opener, so they gave the first. Otherwise, this was the place of Fa'ala actually. Okay. The next, we studied the bab is Nasara. Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur. And there are 3 more verbs in QC1 which comes from this bab. Which what they are? Yes.
Zakara.
Name them. Ji?
Zakara.
Zakara is one, yes. I'm not
Halaka.
bringing it. If the sequence is up and down, so you should not be worried. So one is the
Halaka.
Zakara. Okay.
Halaka.
And Halaka, yes. One is left.
Abada.
Abada. Very good. Excellent. Khalaka yakhluqu ukhluq. Zakara yazkuru uzkur. Abada yabudu. So they are 4. 3 are in this and 1 in the main table. Nasara yansuru unsur. Khalaka yakhluqu ukhluq. Zakara yazkuru uzkur. Abada yabudu. Let's to have the third. Third one is daraba. How many verbs are there in daraba? From the daraba table in QC.
Just Daraba itself.
Daraba itself. And what's about the Samia? It has 2 companion in QC1. What are they? In Madi, you have studied. Here, they are not shown because in next class, we will study Daraba and Sama group. But you know from the Mazi, we studied 3 from Samia. Samia 1 itself and the remaining 2 are Samia, Yasmu, Isma, and Alima, Yalamu, Elam, and Amila, Yamalu, Em. Alima and Amila, they are belong to Samia. So, Ubudu, La Ta'budu, let's have the table. Table is like that. Abada, Abadu, Abatta, Abattu, Abattum, Abadna, Abadat. The Mudare is Yabudu, Yabuduna, Tabudu, Abudu, Tabuduna, Nabudu, Tabudu. Amarde, Ubud, Ubudu, La Tabud, La Tabud. Yes, who would like to repeat the table? Yes? Okay. Sidra. Okay, go ahead then, Tyra. Yes, madam, you closed or you, yes. Okay, Tahira, please go ahead.
Abada, he worshipped Abadu, they worshipped Abatta, you worshipped Abattu, I worshipped Abattum, you all worshipped Abadna, we worship. Ya'budu, he worships or will worship. Ya'buduna, they worship or will worship. Ta'budu, you worship or will worship. A'budu, I worship or will worship. Ta'buduna, you all worship or will worship. Na'budu, we worship or will worship. Ubud, worship. Ubudu, worship you all. La ta'bud, don't worship. La
La ta'budu, don't worship you all. Okay, Jazakallah khaira. Here is the dialogue. Ubudullah. So far, Ubudullah. You can say Ubudullah only. So far, if you don't add, even it's still right. Ubudullah, so far, Nabudullah. Or you can say Nabudullah. Let's have questions. Ubudu, worship you all, they worship you all, they worship. A, B, C, D, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. The next is translate. Don't worship. Ubud, la ta'budu, la ta'budu, ubudu. A, B, C, D, yes.
C.
Okay. The next is ubudu rabbakum. This is nabdu rabbakum. Rabbana abudu rabbi ubudu rabbakum and nabudu. A, B, C, D.
C.
It was A. Ubudu rabbakum. Has come. Nabudu rabbakum. The next is Amar ukhluk. Ukhluku. La tukhluk. La tukhluku. Let's see the table. Mazi. Khalaka, khalaku, khalakta, khalaktu, khalaktum, khalakna. Mudare. Yakhluku, yakhlukuna, takhluku, akhluku, takhlukuna, nakhluku. And Amar Nai, ukhluk, ukhluku, la takhluk, la takhluku. Yes, who would like to repeat the table? Yes. Okay, Sidra Khushi, go ahead. Then Tanya.
Khalaka, he created. Khalaku, they created. Khalakta, you created. Khalaktu, I created. Khalaktum, you all created. Khalakna, we created. Yakhluku, he created or will create. Yakhlukuna, they create or will create. Takhluku, you create and will create. Akhluku, I create and will create. Takhlukuna, you all create and will create. Takhluku, we create and we will create. Ukhluk, create. Ukhluku, create you all. Takhluk, don't create. La takhluku, don't create.
It's not takhluku, it's la takhluku. La takhluku, don't create. La takhluku, don't create you. Until unless you add the la, it is not becoming the amr or nahi. Nahi means la. La is must with the both. Okay, come ahead. Ukhluk. He creates. I create. I created. We create. A, B, C, D. Yes. What is the meaning? Ukhluk. Okay, you are
I
right,
create.
Rani. No, it's a new thing for you. You be very concentrate. We will practice of past tense by adding a verb with some pronoun. Adding a verb with some pronoun. Let's do practice. Nasara, he helped. If I add with him who, it becomes the Nasarahu. What is the meaning of Nasarahu? Yes. Nasara, he helped.
Help
Who mean him?
him.
He helped him.
Him. He helped him.
The meaning, he helped him. If I take the Nasaru and conjugate with who, it becomes Nasaru who. Nasaru who. What is the meaning of nasaruhu?
They helped him.
Help him.
They helped him. Very good. Nasarta, if I conjugate the nasarta with who, it becomes the word nasartahu. Nasartahu. What is the meaning?
You helped him.
Nasarta.
You help him.
You helped him. You helped him, okay? If I take the word nasartu and conjugate it with the who or add or join with the who, it becomes nasartu who. Nasartu who. What is the meaning?
I
I
helped
help him.
I helped him.
helped
Who,
him.
who is the separate word? And nasartu is the separate word. Nasartu means I help. And who when comes, it means I helped him. So the next is nasartum, and I conjugate or join it who, it becomes the nasartumu. Nasartumu. Wow is additional replacing after that join for the conjugation. Nasartumu who.
Or help.
You all helped him. You all
Yes.
helped him.
Yes, Sadaf, you are right. The next is nasarna, and I conjugate with it or join it with the who, it becomes nasarna who. What is the meaning?
We all helped him.
All help him. You will find these conjugated verbs with pronoun in every line of Musaf, almost. Every line of Musaf is conjugated. So here you should learn from this how to segregate and how to conjugate them and how to draw their meaning. It's an extra work for you. This is not in your Q7 syllabus, but I feel when there is something is in every line of Musaf, we should know the base of conjugation and segregation and driving the meaning. Let's do have another practice. Nasara, he helped. I conjugate it with whom. Whom means they. What will be translation? It will come Nasara, Nasara, whom.
Them. He helped them.
He helped them. Very good. Nasaru, if I conjugate whom, it becomes Nasaru. They help them, they help themselves. It is the meaning. The next is Nasarta. Yes. Nasarta is joined with whom, it becomes Nasarta, Nasarta.
Whom?
What is the translation?
You helped them. Them.
You help them. Nasar to I conjugate. Now what is the translation? It becomes Nasar.
I
Yes, I help them. If I take the Nasartum and conjugate or join with whom, it becomes Nasartumu. Nasartumu.
You all help. You all help them.
Very good.
All help them.
Brilliant class. I today got. Nasarna with whom, it becomes Nasarna. Nasarna whom.
We help them.
Now you understand this pattern because the conjugated this pronoun with verbs, they have double translation. One is for the verb present in is the hidden or the part of the pronoun which is the part of that verb. Just like here, wow is presenting the whom, ta is presenting anta, tu is presenting ana, tum is representing you all, and na is representing we. So these are the hidden or apparent pronouns with verbs. So this is also verb. So we have double verb. We have double pronoun with one verb. So we will translate both join. Okay, congratulations. Today you have learned so many things. Since Khalaqa is the only, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Khaliq, he can create. So we will not work on that practice on Amarunahi on this. So learning tip is that learn with examples. For example, do you know the meanings of in? Maybe you remember because you have attended so many classes and courses and you are able. But if from a new person I ask, what is the meaning of in? Maybe he tells something or maybe he's unable to tell. But if I say, what is the meaning of inshallah? He or she will immediately say, inshallah mean if Allah will, mean if. But how we remember from this phrase or the sentence, these small sentences and phrases are the meaning part of sentences help us to remember the meanings. Just like in meaning if, how we remember inshallah. From inshallah mean if Allah will. What's in a better way, which we will learn through examples, just like the example inna and inshallah. You forget the example, then there are the chances that you may forget the meanings or get confused with them. If you keep this example in mind, then you will be able to, inshallah, remember its meaning in the phrases. There is no need to remember the examples once you memorize the meaning of word. If you know meaning well, mean inna mean if, then no need of remembering inshallah. But it helps to teach other, to tell others, or at time to help yourself to remember the meaning. So if you remember with the example, then you can memorize them fast. You can retain them longer. You can recall them longer. Will not mix up in words meaning. So these are the benefits or advantages of remembering something with the examples. Call fast, remember longer, and recall easier, and don't mix the word meanings with each other's. Alhamdulillah, remember by the end of this 16th lesson, we learned 194 words, which occurs in the Quran almost more than 38,500 times. Alhamdulillah. Remember 7, your homework, 2 from the Mus'haf. You have to open the Mus'haf from any place, recite it 4 minutes, then close it and try to recall it. Or if you have remembered something so called, repeat it for the 5 minutes. That is the 2 calls. Then the next 2 is from your book. You have to open the book, the lesson which you have studied this week or the previous week, study at least for 10 minutes. And then the 4th one is from the memory from this post card, these small pocket size cards. You can keep them in pocket, you can keep in your hand purse, ladies' hand purse, and try to open it 5 times in a day. And the best is before the Salah or after Salah, 3 minutes or 4 minutes more. In 3-4 minutes, when you read once, twice, for few weeks, after you will remember this whole table. But don't quit. After, when it is memorized wholly, then when you repeat it 5 times in a day, then it increases in memory. Your memory guides you. What is the word? What is it coming? And what is the next? And what is this? From which lesson? Your brain itself will guide you this word and move this word in your all memories sites and the embedded memory depots. So this is the best thing. It increases memory as per the statement Dr. Abdul Aziz his experience. It increases 300 times. When you have already memorized this whole, and then you, after memorizing, it repeat 5 times in a day for 3 to 5 minutes, then the memory increase or start the memory increase. Okay, that is the next. The next 5th one is listen the 1 hour MP3 recording. The 20 lessons have been recorded in 1 hour's recording. You can listen it if you have a chance daily. In few days you will 20 lessons will be on your tip. If you don't get, even repeat or listen once in a week or whenever you get the time or on weekends. Have I shared this MP3 recording in your group? Anybody can confirm me?
I don't think we have it, sir. I don't have it. Yes, okay.
Okay, today, inshallah, I will share it in the group also. It is in both languages available. Not both, but many languages, because the course is done almost in 25 languages throughout the world. So it has many languages, but Urdu and English we are using. So I will share with you the English MP3 of 1 hour. And you can read in 1 hour. Your partner with this course, or you talk with that person and tell something, whatever you have read or you have studied in the lesson in the book, and discuss with him. So these are the 7 clubs. And remember, you have been selected for this course from Allah. Don't forget and pray. Rabbi zidna. So Allah subhanahu increase. And we always think you will be teacher in future. And with this intention, let me say, you will learn each and everything. Let's pray Allah may help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.